Hey, welcome back to the Club Junkies League Night. What's in the bag? We are here with week 2. So before we get into week 2's bag, I want to let you know how week 1 went. Week 1 was actually pretty darn good. Went out there first week, shot 39, had one double bogey, one birdie on the card, a lot of pars, a couple bogeys in there, but overall I thought I played really well. And I love the fact that I didn't feel like I was playing insanely well. I didn't feel like I was hitting just great shots all over the place. I felt like I was kind of getting it around, but I was getting up and down a little bit. Saved myself with the putter and the wedges some, so those things worked out. I will say what worked well, I'll say irons. Irons worked really well. The tie fusions are just forgiving and long. Didn't really have to club up much, even though it was cold, a little bit windy. Hit the same shots, and even on say the second par 3, which is hole 7, hit it off the toe. Still got the ball onto the green, and actually just released out a little bit. I probably landed it just about pin high. If it would have stopped there, I probably would have won it closest to the pin, but didn't do that. But the tie fusions performed really well. I think the Cleveland RTZ wedges performed really well. I think I got a few up and downs, like on hole 1. Like I said, that 52 degrees, a little bit weak. Left it short of the green, hit a great little chip shot to just like 2 feet, made the putt, saved my par, and moved on to the next hole. Same thing on the second hole. I actually birdied that hole, hit a good drive with a 3-wood. Hit a great wedge to 15 feet, pin high, and actually made that putt for birdie. And then same thing, over to 6. I missed the green to the right, hit a nice little wedge shot on to basically about 6 inches. So the wedges worked really well. I think those things are soft. They spin really well, even out of the rough. But those worked really well. Putter, the even roll, rolled really well. I made all of basically my 3-foot par putts and even bogey putts. But that thing rolled really well. Made that 15-foot birdie on 2. And just overall, even the putts I didn't make were just coming up really close to the whole tap-in style putts. So really solid there. Overall, I mean, I think the 3-wood on the hole 8, I flat out topped a drive. Flat out topped it. I basically made it 20 yards into the fairway, and then off the deck, hit 3-wood. I went on Google Earth and had to measure it. It was like 250, 255 yards off the deck. Had 118 yards into the green there. So a lot of things. I also hit a great drive on 2 off the tee with the 3-wood. So overall, a lot of things working well. I would say what didn't work well, I didn't hit driver well. I know I only hit it twice. I hit it on 6, and I hit it on 8. 8, like I said, I just flat out topped it. That's on me. That has nothing to do with shaft or driver head. But I hit driver on 6, kind of drew it a little bit more, hit it kind of left. Got it behind some trees, and therefore I missed the green right on 6. So overall, like I said, shot a 39, 1 birdie, 1 double on the par 5. I ended up, after hitting that phenomenal 3-wood, kind of messing up the wedge shots around the green. So that was a little bit of a bummer. But overall, again, first week out shooting 39, I'm going to take that. That's pretty solid. So this week, week 2, we're getting back into it, and yeah, we're bringing 14 new clubs because why not? 14 new clubs, new ball, everything. We're blowing everything up and going new. So this week, we're going to start at the top like we always do, and we are going to go with driver, and this is going to be the brand new LA Golf driver. So just literally got this in yesterday, or I picked it up in the office on Tuesday. This is the 12-11 head, so this is the one that's built with club head speeds from, I believe, like 95 to 109. And then they have, one below this, and I think 2 or 3 above it. So they've got a few heads. Each one of these, the big thing is the face shape is supposed to be built for your club head speed. So I'm rocking this in the 1211. It's a 10.5 head. I've got it set neutral, but I did set it to the flat setting. 1, because I wanted logo down on the shaft and grip, and 2, like I said, I've been hitting kind of everything left on the course with drivers, so why not make it a little flat, see if we can add a little bit of fade in there. This one here is shafted up with the LA Golf A-Series shaft. This is the mid-60 stiff, so 60 gram weight range, the mid-launch, and all matte black. But this thing here, we'll give it a whirl. I've never hit it. Literally, I pulled it out of the package just yesterday, and we'll give it a swing and see what happens. But we're going to go with the LA Golf driver for the top of the bag. Now for the next club, the 3-wood, we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to go with mini driver, and we're going to go with the PXG Secret Weapon. So we're going to go with this here. This is the 13-degree head. Actually, if it turned up 1, so it is actually playing at 14 degrees. I think it's 1 up and flat. But 14 degrees, heavy weights in the back and the heel. So on this one here, a little bit more launch. But what I like about this is, 1, it's a mini driver. It's super hot. But 2, the way they designed this head, you can actually, as I'm banging this thing off the ceiling, you can actually, the way this is designed, hit it off the deck a little bit easier. And for me, I shouldn't need to hit this off the deck. The par 5 we play on the back 9 this week is pretty short. and you shouldn't need really 3-wood unless you really hit a poor drive. So I shouldn't need it there, but off the tee, this thing could be great on hole 11 where you want to kind of lay up a little bit. There's a creek that runs in front of the green, and then also maybe on 17 where it's kind of a short par 4, and if driver's a little squirrely, you can play this. Same thing on 9. If you can kind of keep it to the right, you can have a good little wedge shot in. So has a few opportunities off the tee to play it. And off the deck, I shouldn't need it, so let's take the opportunity. So this one here, like I said, playing about 14 and a half degrees. I can't remember exact setting on the sole. Heavy weights in the back and the heel. And then this is shafted up with an old XPHLEXXX Agera. So this was a shaft. It was kind of made by Valix, the shaft company there. And yeah, this is the XPHLEXXX here. It is kind of a, mid to slightly mid-low launching shaft, fairly low spin, fairly stout in the handle, but this is like a 75-gram stiff. But a shaft that was kind of rare, a few years old, but really smooth and really stable. So should be an interesting little setup there. But we're going to run mini driver in the 3-wood spot. Now for 7-wood, we're going to jump from mini driver down to 7-wood. 7-wood, we are going to go with the TaylorMade QI35 Tour 7-wood. So I love that they brought the Tour out in the 7-wood, titanium face, a little bit deeper face on it. When you look at this thing, for players like myself who will maybe hit this off the tee a little bit, on the back 9, I probably won't, but it is possible there. I've been messing with this thing a little bit indoors, hitting on some launch monitors. So I've got the sliding weight pushed all the way forward, and I did turn it down 1 degree. So it's a 21-degree head, actually playing 20 degrees. But this thing here's got good feel to it. I love the shape. It looks great from address. I like the carbon, but it sits a little bit just like kind of perfectly square with that 1 degree down. But this thing's long, produces some really good ball speed, still gets the ball up in the air fairly well. So pretty impressed with this thing so far indoors. We'll see how it goes outdoors. And this is shafted up with a Fujikura Ventus TR Blue 8 stiff. So this one here, 41 7/8 inches long. So playing it just maybe a hair short than stock. This is a great kind of mid-launching shaft, low spin. I like the kind of stiffer handle in the TR series. They put that spread toe fabric right under the grip, so I like that it's a little stiffer in the handle, but a great mid-launch shaft that seems to work really well in a 7-wood for me. I've played it in a couple different 7-woods over the past couple of years, and I've really liked it. Now, the next club in there, we're going for 7-wood. We're going to go to hybrid, and hybrid here, we're going to go with the Ping G440. So the Ping G440 hybrid, I know the 430 was like cult classic. Everyone loved it. The 440 has been really good as well. Interesting enough, I've hit this indoors a little bit. I've never hit it outdoors, and I didn't hit it that great indoors. So we're going to see how it goes out on the course. This is a 23-degree head set to neutral on the hosel there, but I like kind of the shallow face, so off the deck it should be easy to hit, get it up high in the air. This may be used kind of on the par 5 second shot, depending on wind, stuff like that. Again, it's not very long, so I may need less than hybrid there. But depending on wind, on 15, this could be used because, again, you only want to hit it a certain distance before there's a creek before the green. So it has a couple different places it could be used, but hopefully I don't have to use it much. But again, standard there, and this has just playing the standard Ping Tour 2.0 Chrome 85 stiff. So this is kind of the kind of more mid-launching tour shaft. The black is the more low-launching one. These are some of the best stock shafts out there. These things are super stable, really consistent, good feel to them. So we're going to go with the G440 in the place of the 4-iron. Now, irons, this one was the one that I kind of debated a little bit. I kind of got cocky after playing decent last week. Said maybe I should grab like a Forge CB or something like that. But we are actually going to go with my last year, kind of end of the year gamer set. We're going to go with the TaylorMade P770. So these are the irons that I kind of pretty much played majority of through the summer of last year. They were kind of my gamer irons. As soon as I got them in, I took them out, hit them, and kind of fell in love with them. I loved them then. So they're kind of battling right now for a gamer spot. There's a couple of different irons out there, but these P770s just blend a really good mix of forgiveness, distance, great looks, kind of a compact package, and good sound and feel. So that speed foam in there gives them a good solid feel. They're soft. They're hot, but they're not near as hot as, say, the Thai Fusions. So they're going to play a little bit more standard. I think the distance control in these is great, and I'm able to hit these pretty high in the air, so going into par 3s and stuff like that will work really well. I'm going to play 5-through pitching wedge in this set, because like I said, the 4-iron is going to be the G440, and these ones are shafted up with the True Temper Dynamic Gold Mid 115, just S300, so stiff there. Again, been a big fan of this shaft. I kind of didn't try it right when it came out. And then after I did, I've kind of fallen in love with it. I really like it. launched the ball a little bit higher than standard dynamic gold. Still really stable, really tight dispersion, and good feel to it. So I've been a big fan. I've got these shafts in a handful of sets down here. But yeah, we're going to go P770s, 5 through pitching wedge. And then we move into wedges. And the first wedge is going to be a Titleist Vokey SM10 50.12F. So this is the high bounce version of the 50 degree for gap wedge. This is actually the a raw SM10. You can see it has a little Club Junkie stamped into it. Thank you to the people at Titleist when they built me my set. But this one here, we're going to run this in the 50. I love this 50 degree. From address, it looks really good. It's got a straight leading edge. It just kind of blends well from a set of irons into this. It doesn't look out of place or too crazy or sand wedgy. It looks like a pretty much kind of like a blade iron, and it works really well. Got good spin to it. The 12 degree sole I really like. It doesn't dig. And around the green, if I am hitting like a little pitch shot or something like that, you can kind of throw this sole into the turf really well, and it doesn't dig. So a great little wedge here. It spins well, and this is shafted up with a Nippon Modus Tour 105 stiff. Yes, I know going a little bit lighter. When I got fit into my iron or wedge shafts out at TPI, they kind of fit me into this. We hit a few different shafts, and this is the one that worked really well in the wedges. So we're going to go with the 105 in the 50 degree there. And now for sand wedge, we are going to go something new. This is going to be the new Cobra King wedge. These are the new ones that just came out. This is going to be the 6010V, so 10 degrees of bounce with the V sole. I actually am a big fan of Vokey V sole, so we're going to try out the Cobra V sole as well. This one here, of course, has Cobra's little notch in the back, so as you open the face, it kind of keeps the leading edge down. But 10 degrees of bounce should be fairly decent. It is soft out there. But what I noticed last week, it's soft, but it's patchy. So you'll have different parts, like especially when you get in the rough, certain parts will be kind of bare and have some brown grass, and there's not much there. It's kind of tight, while other parts will be lush and the ball will sit up. So you need kind of something that has some bounce, but you need that leading edge to stay down. But I'm excited to try these wedges. Really nice milled faces. I like the shaping of them. I wish the leading edge was just a little bit straighter on these, but overall, I think this is a great looking wedge. Really excited to hit this. And this is shafted up with a True Temper Dynamic Gold spinner wedge shaft. I mean, it's tour issue, but it's a spinner wedge shaft. So this one here will be fun to play. I'm going to be interested to see how these go and see what Cobra has to offer in their new wedges. Now the 60 degree, the lob wedge is going to be matching. So this is, again, Cobra King wedge. This is going to be the 60 T grind, the 07 T grind. So 7 degrees of bounce. It's got a really unique grind there where they kind of, it's got a pre-worn leading edge. Then you have bounce. It's got a little trailing edge relief along with, Cobra's notching. And like I said, it's really patchy around the greens and the rough. And I noticed that last week when I missed the green right. I was pin high, and I had that 60 degree from the RTZs. And it was just like one of those, I didn't feel comfortable kind of opening the face a little, even though I needed to kind of get the ball up quick, just because of how like tight and kind of bare the spot was. So I'm going to go with something a little lower bounce here. I'm pretty much only going to use this if I'm short-sided or need to get a ball, up high to get it onto the green. So this will hopefully have limited use. Hopefully I'll hit a lot of greens. But this thing here should be a pretty versatile grind. I'm thinking too, with that leading edge, it shouldn't dig too much. And you should be able to kind of glide it across the turf. I'm a little shallower, like sand wedge. I'll get to be a little bit steep. I kind of come over the top. Lob wedge, I'm definitely a little bit shallower. I don't deliver it as steep. So again, pretty excited to see this one. Just like the other one, I wish the leading edge was just a touch straighter. But overall, I think these are great looking wedges and really excited to give them a try. Now for putter, the final piece there, we're going to go something pretty unique. It's interesting. I was kind of debating between putters, and I've been asked about this putter a lot from a few people. I've had a few DMs about it, but we're going with the BGT Breakthrough Golf Paradox Mallet. So if you haven't seen the Paradox yet, this is kind of BGT's kind of zero torque, lie angle balance, however you want to call it. Now this one here is a little unique where they actually use the two kind of fangs are weights. The toe one is shifted up high, the heel one shifted down low, and it's supposed to give added stability through the stroke, no matter if you have arc in your stroke, you're straight back, straight through. Fully milled, really nice look. I mean, it's unique when you look at it anyway, but from address. I mean, you look at it from address, it's kind of like a 7 style, fang style putter. So definitely unique, nice milling on it. We'll be interested to see this. I've been rolling it down here on a mat, and it's been pretty decent, but we'll see how it goes out on the course. This has basically a BGT Stability Tour shaft on it. It's labeled Paradox, but it's basically set up the same way with a carbon upper tube and this aluminum coupler. So really stiff, really stable shaft in this one. But pretty interesting. It seems pretty stable down here. It seems pretty repetitive, pretty easy to keep online. So we'll see how it goes out on the course for the first time. So that is all the clubs. And then for ball, I'm going to break out, I've had a few of these later on. I'm going to break out the new 2025 Pro V1X. So I haven't played these yet. I've got a couple boxes of them. I've always played the Pro V1X. So we're going to play the 2025 one and see how it goes, see if it's any different from the previous model that I've played a whole lot. And then I'm going to break out also the brand new Bushnell A1 Slope rangefinder. So this is kind of their new, more compact, smaller rangefinder. It's got slope on it. All that. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So, but we're going to break this thing out and try it out on the course, see how it is. I mean, it's a Bushnell rangefinder, so it should work really, really well. But this one is definitely more smaller. I saw it at the PGA show. Really nice build quality, and I think a little bit less expensive than some of the other models that they offer. So still has a ton of features in it, though. So we'll give it a try. And, of course, we'll load everything onto the MotoCaddy M7 remote with GPS. Again, I love that thing, so it's been a blast. But that is my what's in the bag for week 2 of Thursday Night League. Again, check back next week. We'll go over how things went this week and break down week 3's what's in the bag, because it will probably change. I think all 14 clubs will probably change. So anyway, check back next week, and yeah, we'll see you.